Through Van Gogh's eyes, the world spills into a different dawn. A dawn painted with the blues of unspoken sorrows, the yellows of tenacious hope. It's a dawn that bleeds into fields of wheat, each stalk a silent sentinel, guarding secrets only the wind understands. He saw more than just sunflowers. He saw the sun itself, imprisoned in their petals, yearning for release, for a sky vast enough to contain its burning heart. And he painted that yearning, that desperate, beautiful plea. The cypress trees, they writhe like flames against the indigo night, reaching for a heaven that seems forever out of reach. Each twist and turn, a testament to the struggle, the relentless striving of the soul. He understood that struggle. He lived it, breathed it, painted it onto canvases that throb with the pulse of life. The stars, they are not mere pinpricks of light. They are swirling galaxies of emotion, each one a tiny universe of joy and despair, hope and heartbreak. They dance in a celestial ballet, a cosmic symphony conducted by the unseen hand of God, or perhaps by the very absence of one. He found beauty in the mundane, in the worn-out shoes of a peasant, in the rough hands of a farmer, in the humble potato eaters gathered around a flickering lamp. He elevated the ordinary, made it sacred, revealed the divine spark hidden within the most unassuming of souls. Silence spoke to him. It whispered secrets in the rustling leaves, in the creaking of floorboards, in the long, lonely hours of the night. He listened intently, translating its language into brushstrokes, into colors that sang and wept and prayed. Loneliness was his constant companion, a shadow that walked beside him, whispering doubts and fears into his ear. But even in the darkest depths of despair, he found a glimmer of light, a spark of resilience, a reason to keep painting, to keep searching, to keep believing in the inherent goodness of the world, even when the world seemed determined to prove him wrong. The human soul, a landscape as vast and complex as any earthly terrain. He explored its valleys and peaks, its shadows and sunlit meadows, its hidden depths and soaring heights. He painted the raw, unfiltered truth of human existence, with all its beauty and ugliness, its joy and sorrow, its triumphs and failures. Faith, not in dogma or doctrine, but in the simple act of creation, in the power of art to heal and transform, to connect us to something larger than ourselves. He believed that even in the midst of suffering, there was always hope, always beauty to be found, if only we had the eyes to see it. He sought light, not just the physical light that illuminates the world, but the inner light that shines within each of us, the spark of divinity that connects us to the source of all creation. He painted that light, that elusive, radiant essence, with every stroke of his brush, with every fiber of his being. The wind carries whispers of forgotten dreams, secrets buried deep within the soil, echoes of laughter and tears that linger in the air. He heard those whispers, felt their presence, and translated them into a visual language that transcends words. The sunflowers turn their faces towards the sun, a silent devotion, a golden symphony of adoration. He saw in them a reflection of his own yearning, his own relentless pursuit of light, a burning desire to bask in its warmth, to absorb its energy, to transform something lasting. Each petal a brushstroke of hope, each seed a promise of renewal. The silence of the fields, a vast, open canvas stretching towards the horizon. He walked through them, a solitary figure, lost in thought, his soul absorbing the quietude, the stillness, the profound sense of peace that permeated the air. It was in that silence that he heard the voice of God, not in thunder or lightning, but in the gentle rustling of the grass, in the chirping of the crickets, in the soft whisper of the wind. The stars scattered like diamonds across the velvet cloak of night, a celestial tapestry woven with light and shadow, mystery and wonder. He gazed at them with childlike fascination, mesmerized by their brilliance, their immensity, their eternal presence. He felt a connection to them, a sense of belonging to something greater than himself. A cosmic harmony that resonated deep within his soul. The cypress trees reaching towards the heavens, dark, slender flames against the twilight sky, symbols of mourning, of remembrance, of the eternal cycle of life and death. He saw in them a reflection of his own mortality, his own awareness of the fleeting nature of existence. But he also saw in them a symbol of hope, of resilience, of the enduring power of the spirit to overcome adversity. The colors, vibrant, intense, alive, bursting forth from the canvas with an almost palpable energy. Yellows that sang of sunshine and joy, blues that whispered of sadness and longing, greens that spoke of growth and renewal, reds that pulsed with passion and fire. He mixed them with his soul, blended them with his emotions, poured them onto the canvas with a fervor that bordered on madness. The textures, thick, impastoed, layered upon layered, creating a sense of depth and dimension, of movement and energy. He sculpted the paint with his brush, molding it, shaping it, coaxing it into life. He wanted to capture the essence of the world, its raw, visceral beauty, its untamed spirit. The pain, a constant companion, a shadow that never quite disappeared, a wound that never fully healed. He carried it with him, wore it like a badge of honor, transformed it into art. He believed that suffering was an integral part of the human experience, that it could be a catalyst for growth, a source of strength, a path to enlightenment. He painted his pain, not to wallow in it, but to transcend it, to transform it into something beautiful, something meaningful, something that could inspire hope in others. The light that never dies, the eternal flame that burns within the human soul. The spark of divinity that connects us to the source of all creation. He saw it in the eyes of children, in the faces of the poor, in the beauty of nature,
in the power of art. He painted that light, that elusive, radiant essence, with every stroke of his brush, with every fiber of his being, until his hands were still, his eyes closed, and the light returned to the stars from which it came, leaving behind a legacy of beauty, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. And now, the sunflowers. Oh, the sunflowers. Faces turned towards the sun, ablaze with a ferocious joy, a defiant optimism. They drank in the light, absorbed its energy, transformed it into pure, unadulterated beauty. He saw in them a reflection of his own soul, a yearning for warmth,
a desire to bask in the radiant glow of acceptance and love. He painted them with a passion that bordered on obsession, capturing their every nuance, their every imperfection, their fleeting moment of glory. They were symbols of hope, beacons of light in a world of darkness, reminders that even in the face of adversity, beauty can still bloom. The starry night, a swirling vortex of celestial fire, a cosmic dance of light and shadow. He gazed up at the heavens, lost in its immensity, its mystery, its profound indifference to human suffering. And yet, he found solace in its beauty, a sense of connection to something larger than himself, a reminder that we are all part of a grand, interconnected web of existence. He painted the stars with a reverence that bordered on worship, capturing their ethereal glow, their timeless presence, their eternal dance. They were symbols of hope, reminders that even in the darkest of nights, light can still shine. The fields of wheat, a sea of gold stretching as far as the eye could see, shimmering in the heat of the sun. He walked through them, feeling the grains brush against his skin, hearing the wind whisper through the stalks. He saw in them a symbol of abundance, of fertility, of the cycle of life and death. He painted them with a passion that bordered on reverence, capturing their golden hue, their undulating movement, their silent strength. They were symbols of hope, reminders that even in the face of scarcity, nature can still provide. He painted the ordinary, the everyday, the overlooked beauty that surrounds us, if only we have the eyes to see it. A pair of old shoes, worn and weathered, but filled with stories of journeys taken, of miles walked, of lives lived. A simple vase of flowers, wilting and fading, but still radiating a fragile beauty, a reminder of the ephemeral nature of life. A humble peasant bent over in the fields, his face etched with hardship, but his eyes filled with a quiet dignity, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. He sought not fame or fortune, but only to capture the essence of the world, to translate its beauty onto canvas, to share his vision with others. He painted for the love of painting, for the sheer joy of creation, for the need to express the emotions that raged within him. He painted with a fierce intensity,
a relentless passion, a desperate hope that his art would somehow touch the hearts of others, would somehow make the world a little bit brighter, a little bit more beautiful. And in the end, that is what he achieved. His paintings, now revered and cherished, continue to inspire and uplift, to move and transform, to connect us to something larger than ourselves. They are a testament to the power of art, to the enduring beauty of the human spirit, to the light that never dies. His soul, now a part of the eternal landscape, shines through every brushstroke, whispers in every color, breathes in every texture. He is gone, but his light remains, a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs it. The fields still bloom, the stars still shine, the sunflowers still turn their faces towards the sun, and his paintings still sing, a symphony of light and color, a testament to the enduring power of the human heart, a quiet echo of eternity.